And I'm just gonna run around.
Okay, just grab everything you can, right? Okay. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. There's a fell right here. Does this game allow PvP?
There's no
We got a
PvP.
bunny right here. Let me go get some trees.
I can punch people. Yep.
I mean, it's on. I encourage you not to do it.
Right.
Thankfully, there are no mods here, so I can't stop you from doing it.
So who's the best at this game? Right.
Everybody's like, not me.
Probably Phil.
Okay,
Not
so
me,
who should I
not
run
me.
and annoy the entire game? Let's steal their stuff. Fell?
Play Phil.
Hi. Give me. I want this log. Fine.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Leave it alone.
Want to kill him?
Fell's hitting me.
Boys behave.
Oh boy.
Got my wood bag.
He's already dead.
I've been murdered.
Bring him back.
And Jay Lucis had time to steal from him, wherever he is.
Dude, I'll murder you.
I'd rather just be streaming massive.
Dang it, it took my crafting table. Okay.
Gardex hates us.
Yeah. So sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm a goat.
You're gonna stay right here.
No.
Back in here.
No. It's not as fun.
Pink tulip.
It was fun what without cheese.
Yeah.
Sad.
Or that man, most people. Who voted for this?
People are missing your cheese, basically. And Gardex, I guess.
5 people voted for this.
I didn't vote for this.
Oh, okay.
Vote for this then.
Adjust.
I put it on the bottom of this.
I only voted for 9 non-Minecraft other.
How many people voted? Does it say?
5.
7.
Oh, 7.
That would be
2
why
more
it
people
won.
showed up. Okay.
I also voted for non-Minecraft other. Why didn't it win? It was rigged.
And
Yeah.
more people have been here.
So at least. What did you vote for, Sakana?
Q4E, but then I tried to change it, but then the voting said, oh, sorry, too late.
So it's your fault.
I know.
Rigged.
What did you vote
I
for?
have this high up on my ballot. I don't remember if I had it first or second though.
It's Jay Lucis' fault.
Oh, no. Blame J. Luz. Gardex is the one who's like, we have to do the 24-hour Q4E this week or next week.
1 hour later. Not here. So much coal, but I don't see any iron.
What, is that a mesa biome?
Dang it, it took my pick. Anyone else having trouble picking blocks? I'm mining and nothing is happening.
I'm good right now.
This is my connection.
Not too far from 0, though. Or KB.
What?
You loading a lot of chunks?
I'm just running in a straight line. I'm now at 0 minus 800. I ran out of food a while ago, though.
So this is a me problem, huh?
Left. What a jerk.
Wow.
Bring it back. I can't do anything. Never mind, I think it works now. Except I'm not. Okay, I'm picking up blocks. That was weird.
I hate this game. I just want a wooden sword to get some food.
The game's like, nope.
Oh, one
Just
tree
take
isn't
my
enough
axe.
anymore.
No sword for you, sir.
Ah, this is a different type of log. So, cool.
When Fel was here.
No, who's that?
I mean, I don't actually miss him, but I miss there being more people here.
Sad.
So sad.
It can be the first ever queue free where Fel finishes in last place.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Okay. That
Bring
was
her back.
rude.
Oh no!
Greetings.
Hi.
He's back. You don't want to lose.
Are in last place, and this
I
does
just
go
died.
down in your permanent record.
That's fine. Don't indicate. I would have one record at least. Beat that.
Yeah, I don't want to beat the record of 9 in Q3.
You're welcome. We should have done a UHC. I just let everybody else suffer.
UHC would have been great. We could have gone a rogue and just done a UHC because we felt like it.
I'm just playing with the ranch right now.
With Rand?
A ranch.
Range,
Oh,
put it down.
No.
Rand. Well,
Is
maybe
ranch
we-
What kind
dressing?
of ranch is this? That's not that is. It's this one. What are you called? A plumber's ranch.
You're not a plumber, I don't think.
You
Put
know
that
more
down.
about Plumber's Crack than Rand.
Plumber's oh yeah. Now we needed it because the hose was stuck and we didn't have one. So I went and
Plumber
bought it.
talking about hose.
This was only $9. It's $23 on Amazon. What the fuck? He's buying such an expensive wrench. Probably people who buy like it. I guess. Yeah, people who think like, oh, I gotta have best power tools, even though it's exactly the thing. I also got my own toolbox. I found it in the shed, so now it's mine. What the fuck are these? Oh, they're wrenches. They're just sideways, so I didn't know what they were.
Greetings.
Greeting.
Wow, they're alive.
It's nighttime. So good luck,
Are you guys just doing like all together?
solos.
No, I left.
I think KB
I'm running in a straight line.
The dragon.
I'm trying not to die, even
No,
though a
I'm just
creeper
going in a
blew me
straight
up.
line. Gonna
KB's
reach
gonna
the end of
crash
the
the
world.
server.
I don't know. I feel like this
Adam's
shouldn't have
already
won
died.
today
It's probably true, Paradox.
because I told people to vote for Q3, and then people said, "Well, we're gonna do 24 hours next week," and I said, "Change your vote." I don't know.
I couldn't change my vote, it wouldn't let me.
Why did you say anything?
How was I supposed to know I was supposed to say something? Oh god,
Well, if you
creeper.
want to change your vote, it wasn't working. You can just if something's not working,
This
then
is
server.
really your fault.
This is a me problem.
Where's my yardstick?
Yeah, I don't think Q3 should.
I didn't vote for it.
Me neither. I voted
I'm gonna
for.
stay underground.
I voted for code names actually.
Codenames also would not have worked today.
I mean, maybe
Last
people would have shown up.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe people would have shown up though.
Started late because you were.
You both were late. I don't want to hear either one of them.
We have hobbies,
Bad hobbies.
Yeah, pick better
like
ones.
sad hobbies. Gardex, especially lately.
Sucks to suck, man.
Well, guess I'll turn on the Rapids.
For what? Oh.
They're the MLS
Just-
team. They're terrible, but they just scored 2 goals in Portland. Guess I'll turn that on. I didn't even bother to watch because I figured they'd get their ass whooped, but
Could have stayed at the
Maybe.
quinceañera if this was gonna be what's like.
right. More time to heal, more time for loved ones. We'll head off room.
Here for this?
Yeah. Quinceañeras are really just practice weddings for girls. I figured out.
What?
Just?
It literally felt like I was at a wedding.
Well, what are you talking about?
Quinceañeras.
Oh, quinceañeras or practice weddings? Probably. That sounds great.
Basically, yeah. There's daddy-daughter dances. There's like gowns, everything.
Case down, and I hit no caves and no ores.
love it.
It's more like a UHC than whatever this is we're playing. Do you remember?
I mean, I'm also already grinded Q3 every week on Minecraft servers. There's that too.
You're not
Oh.
No,
really
you're not done yet?
thing.
Of course I'm
Where's
not.
the-
I mean, first of all, I only play like 90 minutes a week.
When's next
and I'm
episode?
using I'm using most of that right now to try and track down the rare items. I mean, I could just spend 90 minutes and get like all the concretes if I wanted to, but
Or the wolves?
like 100 points.
How long is the whatchamacallit?
Fel doesn't know anything.
How long was the weekly quest read that we did? 30 minutes? 40 minutes?
What are you talking about? I
What
don't
are
know
you
what you're
talking
talking
one.
about.
The comp weekly one.
45 minutes.
Oh, the comp weekly challenges.
Yeah, 45 minutes?
45 minutes.
And you couldn't do all concretes? I could get all concretes done within 20 minutes.
Sure. Yeah, I'd love to watch you get every concrete in 20 minutes starting from spawn.
Not starting from spawn, but like once you're established, you can get all concrete. I got all concretes in
No,
several times.
my whole point, my point just was that I'm trying to get the rare items while they're still available in the limited world for other players do instead of.
I mean, it also doesn't.
Before I do.
There's probably a chest at spawn with the rare items, isn't there?
Yeah, but I prefer to go on the adventure and find them for real.
Blame you, Gertie.
Sad.
Ori. The next Minecraft video starts out really well and then it ends really bad. So.
Spoilers.
Guard X-ray.
When did I graduate?
Oh my god, Fel doesn't know anything.
No, I'm trying to figure out when I got my visa and when I can apply for citizenship.
What country are you trying to invade?
Resident since 21. Well, too late. I'm already here. Well, I guess you're safe.
Dude, if you try and ask Fel anything that happened more than 2 days ago, Fel doesn't know.
I remember my elementary school's layout.
Is the Savidus of the turtles.
Every building I've been in, I remember its layout perfectly.
Oh,
True, it's
Phil, what
true.
happened in Spy Kids 2?
Alright, so Spy Kids 2, right? It all began with this fucking girl on a roller coaster who wouldn't fucking sit down like a bitch. Is it wrong to call a 7-year-old a bitch? Maybe. But that's what she
Yeah.
was. And so, these guys got promoted, right? But then these guys got demoted. And then they started fighting. They had a whole wine thing. And they got pissed, drunk, and fainted. I don't think that was poison. I think just they can't handle their wine. Also, if you can make them put sleeping agents in their thing, I guess he didn't want to kill them because he wanted them to work under him. I guess makes sense. And then so he tries to take credit for it, and then the medallion gets stolen. Whatever, it happened. Magnet guys magneted it off. It was very weird. They said they're magneting, and then they magneted it off. That's what happened. And so that guy got fired. I wonder if he got any pension from getting fired. Did he get any? Did he get 3 months pay? Can he file for unemployment? And so his sister then hacks into the system, rehires him. Does he get a bonus for that? Because I had a sign-on bonus. I wonder if he got one again. And so they switch the missions. They send the brats to the desert, and
Which
they
desert?
take. I don't know how to pronounce it. The Godi Desert. Yeah, Godi Desert.
Gobi.
Gobi. Yeah, it was something close. All right, and then they take a swim in the camel pool, and they will not fucking take a shower.
This is very true.
All right, and then they went into like a fucking dragonfly wasp. They switched seats between cuts, which is very weird.
Does that actually happen?
Yeah. Well, like one cut, you see them like one's on left, one's right. It cuts the next scene. They switch seats.
Oh,
Excellent.
do this one off the thing.
Weird.
I love that the Apple TV app is garbage, apparently.
And so they get to the island, right? No electricity, cause fuck you. That's why. And so they gotta fucking do some inflation fetish shit and become giant balls and rise to the surface. And then they got kind of bit by a double-ended dildo and punctured the balls, and they got launched into the island. Tell me when I'm wrong, because that's exactly what happened, isn't it?
That seems pretty accurate so far.
All right, then they got it. Then the dumb girl decided, oh, technology doesn't work. Well, I'm gonna throw this on the ground and make sure it works, because it doesn't, because she's dumb. They keep forgetting like every 5 minutes. Oh shit, technology doesn't work. And then they stupid and decide to fall into a volcano. Like, why were you even that close to a volcano? Why were you climbing anything? Why aren't you just walking around?
They're being chased by a dinosaur. Stupid thing.
Yeah, they did. They were chased by... No, they weren't chased by anything. They were scared by the sound. They never even saw the thing until late game.
If I was recording this as a video, I would title it "Leaves, Returns, and then Spoils Spy Kids 2 for everyone."
Yeah. All right, and then they fell into a volcano for like 5 hours, but nah, they were just there for like. They were there for 5 hours, but like. They fell like, I don't know, 100 feet. The guy just watched them float in midair for like 5 hours, doing nothing. Hold on, let me send a message.
Yep, that's the film, bro.
Turtle.
And then the guy like starts going all fucking like, hey, what if I did animal abuse and so did a dogs? Yeah, you really want? Yeah. And said, and now this isn't enough animal abuse. What if I mix them together? There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. But what if they were big? Ah, shit, too big. And so he starts going into like fucking philosophical shit. Like, you think God sees heaven because he too fucked up?
It's not exactly what he says, but I'll give you points.
And that's basically it, though, isn't it?
Kind of.
Just
Same meaning, right?
Sounds like Gardex is a diehard Spy Kids 2 fan like myself.
Yeah, and so then they go back to the little miniature island that wasn't really to scale or to anything, because the map that they see had literally nothing to do with the island. The real island has valleys and shit. It's like fucking miles and miles wide. The island they saw was maybe 3 football fields long for all you Americans.
We're in America.
Yeah. All right.
According to my citizenship,
Spy Kids
I'm so
2.
Mexican.
Talk to me when you learn who Sylvester Stallone is and Spy
Alright,
Kids
so
3.
I don't know who's the longest.
Sly.
Cheese doesn't.
Yo, Cheese isn't here.
I'm here to win.
Yeah. She needs to get here so we can watch the third one.
She said she might miss game night in the mods chat, and obviously,
Oh
Wow.
no.
She should
Obviously,
tell the
see
mods,
that
but not the
happen.
rest of us. Wow, this is unfair.
At least you have a chance to win,
you can
right?
see- Listen,
Okay, Gardex. This is a
I knew that we
complicated
gave J-Loose
question.
mod privileges on the server. He could start it.
Who? Oh,
I
James.
started.
Yeah.
Congratulations
Also,
on your
You
promotion.
missed it.
Gardex.
You missed the Gardex? They turned the fucking map woke.
What?
What he's
Adjust.
saying is Jewish.
And Searchy changed the spawn box to be the trans colors.
Whoa.
Oh.
That's it. But I thought it would be a funny joke.
The
You know,
woke
they
agenda strikes again.
first they turned our frogs gay, and now they turned our maps trans. When was it then?
For maps.
Which is a weird game mode as well to change it to trans colors, because I doesn't really play this.
I don't know, man. Let Searchy cook.
Yeah, now let him cook when he releases the new game box. No, that's Bean that's working on that. I don't really have any other things to go rant about.
Oh no.
What if I stream Master Duel while y'all are just in the call?
At this point, I'm just playing this to give Sakana.
I could talk about going to a.
Oh, I thought that was in the lead.
Oktoberfest last
Dang
night.
it.
Oh shit, the Oktoberfest in Dallas in Fort Worth already started. Fuck, I forgot to
It
go.
was way more fun than this night.
I've been leapfrogged.
Gardex. Oh, you hate me.
I'm gonna hurry up now.
Yep, that's what I'm referring to.
Alright, I'm gonna stream Master Duel.
No, so I had a good time. Drove there after work, but the crew I go to the board game nights with. Good time. Apparently, the story was last year at Oktoberfest, they met someone who is now a key component of the board game group. This woman from Australia, who will be sadly returning to Australia in December.
Sad.
So they're all going back to celebrate like a year after meeting her. So yeah, we had fun. There was a good local band there, and one of the guys in the group is now going to buy a bass from that band. So winning. But while we were sitting there, we were just kind of like hanging out, you know, dancing to the music.
Okay, I'm slow. I'll hurry up.
No, we weren't hungover. This woman came over. So she was like this black woman dressed in like, you know, like kind of like a belly dancer, but it was like traditional like African stuff. And she would take people's like beer steins or glasses and bounce them on her head.
You're gonna say
And
that
then
like
go do
Adjust.
dances. Like she took one person, she was for like several minutes bouncing it in her head. It was kind of crazy. And at one point we asked what her name was, and she just said Mother Earth. And I was like, excellent, good.
So you met a drunk person, that's what I'm getting at.
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Either
It
that
was
or you
pretty
met a
impressive.
hippie, which honestly, kind of 50-50 at an Oktoberfest, right?
Yeah, I
had an
mean, I don't know. There's,
experience.
you know, there's maybe like a 5% chance that was actually Mother Earth or something. I don't know.
They have like 5%, 1%.
5%.
If you met Mother Earth, I think she would be a lot angry with humans.
Probably. You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, look at what she's told the orcas to do.
Right. Mother Earth's going after them orcas. Yeah. So that was a good time. And then there was like a silent disco near the end, which was okay. Silent disco is kind of silly. It was not as fun as when there was like an actual band. Do you guys know what a silent disco is?
No idea.
It's where people like just put on headphones and just start dancing.
Yeah, and there's like 3 different DJs. You could choose the one you want.
It looks from the outside as if these people are just on crack.
It does look very funny.
I am gonna stream Master Duel while we talk because
Okay.
might as well do something.
Do you
So that was
use
pretty fun. And then I guess in order, although we'll see if they actually show up to a board game night, we recruited 2 more people that we just met at Oktoberfest. But it's kind of a funny story with this. So it was a guy and a girl who it looked like they were like here together and were about the same age. But as the night went on, it became increasingly clear that I think they had just met each other at this. Right? At first I thought they were like a couple, and then I was like, maybe they're on like a, first or second date or something. We kind of by the end, I'm like, wait a minute, these guys did not know each other at all. I was like trying to figure it out. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not sure that will go anywhere. The guy was nice enough, but he was a little bit of a character. That was pretty funny. Like the slow dawning realization of us. We're like, wait a minute. But we invited them both to game night, so it might be kind of awkward.
Well, they didn't show up now, right?
I don't see them in Gyarados.
Yeah, where are they?
They didn't show up tonight? Yeah, right. I don't know.
I think the funniest thing about Oktoberfest, right,
Yeah.
is that Oktoberfest isn't right now for the Germans.
Well, this is the first time I've been to one.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned it, and I was like, in October? No, it's in September. And I was like, of course it is. Right. That's correct. Good.
Otherwise, it'll be Septemberfest.
Yes, it's probably some Julian calendar.
That
Bullshit.
fucking Julius.
Yeah, fucking Julian calendar.
It's like Chinese New Year's in February, huh? Adjust?
Yeah, but at least that one, it's like, different cultures have different calendars in total, right? But not Germany. like Asia had their own calendar. Choosing to start the year in January is pretty arbitrary.
Fair.
Well, why not start it in February? It would probably make the most sense to start at December 21st, right? With the winter equinox. That would make sense.
I love the winter equinox, by the way. Best
Equinox.
Equinox.
Best equinox.
Equi.
Of all the equinox. Today was the fall equinox, so.
And second worst.
No, the winter is a solstice.
Well, the same thing. I think equinox is also correct. Today
No,
wouldn't be
because they would
solstice,
be equal. That's the equal and the equinox.
though. Okay.
Nah.
Sure. Yeah.
We're starting to get
Well, why do you
like-
love the winter
How far are you,
solstice?
KB?
Why do you love the winter solstice so much? Because it's not 110
-6,000.
degrees in Texas.
No, it is cold, but I like it because it's the
I'm
longest
gonna
night.
keep using the server.
Why would you do that?
You know why?
Not pre-gen out there.
Do you not
being
like
threatened.
sunshine? though?
Huh?
Do you not like sunshine?
I like the night more.
I'm just looking for a village to
It's
go
gonna be
on.
a little weird when I'm driving home from work.
I
It's
love
dark
moon.
out.
Anything there's like the moon related thing in video game, I love. Like I don't even play League of Legends, but I love the song that Diana has, and that's how much I
I
love
didn't know
moon. I know
you're such a moon stan.
Oh, I
You have a
love
crush on the moon goddess?
Moon's great. Yeah, moon goddess. The moon goddess with the snow rabbit in Japanese mythology, also great. Sakana can back me up on this.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are you the moon goddess?
Do you
Yes, I
have a
am
rabbit on the
Amaterasu.
moon?
I believe it.
The rabbit on the moon. It's a great story from Japanese mythology. One of my favorites.
Nice.
It's one of the many sources in Asian culture of a potion of immortality. Because there's 10 of them. The Monkey King, Sun Wu. Is that Sun Wu? Yeah, I think Sun Wu.
Son Goku?
Yeah.
That a character
Son
from
Goku.
the
Yeah.
game?
Son Goku like eats 10 different things of immortality, and that's why he's punished. Like he eats the potion of immortality, the peaches of immortality. He
Hungry.
eats eaches of immortality. Yeah, I'm gonna bash this. Of course, I'm gonna ash this.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm honestly kind of surprised that I searched like best Oktoberfest US, and they're like, yeah, the Denver one's like one of the best ones. I mean, it was fun. It wasn't like huge though. I mean, it was just like one little, it's like one street block blocked off. Like it wasn't like a massive thing, but it was fun.
You
So
had fun?
I had fun.
I had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a downtown Oktoberfest festival here. I forgot to go. Apparently, my sister told me they have the best root beer,
Ooh, that's enticing.
and it's very high praise coming from her. So she loves going to eat out.
No, we just had the boyfriend of the woman that runs the game. He's the guy who's gonna buy the base. He showed up in a kilt.
Oh, as you do.
Yeah. He bought that at the Renaissance Fair. Now, like, go to Oktoberfest, I was gonna spend like, because I guess one of the guys in the band, like, he like hand carves different, you know, basses and guitars and stuff,
Yep,
and he can
and
make it approximate. He can approximate. I think he said like a DSR or something. This guy was assuring us it was like a big deal.
I always say it's a big deal. It never is.
Yeah, I don't know. The name of the band is pretty funny though. They're the Hand Turkey Band. Oh, good name. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Fel, are you a wall?
Am I a wall? No, I don't
Wallace
think
and
you a
so.
wall?
Gromit?
What'd you say? You cut out.
Are you a
Wallace
Wallace
and
and
Gromit.
Oh yeah, I love Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah. No,
Which one are you, Wallace
somewhere
and
near
Gromit?
me next Saturday before game night is gonna show that movie, so I'm gonna go see it next Saturday.
Which movie?
The Were Rabbit, of
Oh,
course.
that was
It's
good.
Yeah.
The Where Rabbit one? Not bad.
It is so good.
That's like the famous. That's like by far their famous movie.
No, the Were Rabbit's like there's better ones like the what is it? The Wrong Pants.
Chicken Run.
Yeah.
Ah, but
Apparently, there's
no,
gonna be like a new one coming out next year. I just learned looking this up.
Wallace and Gromit Go to the Moon.
Spoilers.
That's the best one.
It hasn't aged well.
Wow.
Is it not aged well?
Sad.
Someone dropped
It,
like
it is
6
really good.
stars.
It's classic, but it really hasn't aged well either.
How dare you?
I love
What the
Wallace
Wallace and Gromit movie, the Were Rabbit is missing, is that it doesn't have the fucking penguin.
Oh yeah, the penguin.
Helena
So
Bonham
evil.
Carter. What more do you need?
I want the penguin.
We're watching all of those after Spy Kids, right? Or after what we're watching after Spy Kids. What's after Spy Kids? Mrs. Doubtfire or
You should just
something?
do all stop motion. Watch Chicken Run. Watch Coraline.
Chicken was so
Yeah, I
good.
saw Coraline. That was
Making a new
cute.
Chicken Run that comes out.
Oh, did you actually watch Coraline, Sakana?
It's got the Nightmare Before Christmas vibes.
Yeah, it's the same director, so checks
Yeah.
out.
Tim Burton.
Henry Selick. Tim Burton didn't actually direct Nightmare Before Christmas, even though it was David.
Even though it's got his energy to it, though.
Yeah. Did you like Coraline, Sakana?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. So good. I was just like enchanted when I saw that as a kid. I went out and I like got like the Neil Gaiman book like immediately.
Oh.
Good stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. I guess we want that.
Well, what are your favorite movies, Fel?
I'm partial to Redline, of course. Redline's so
Oh yeah,
good.
yeah, yes.
One Piece from Redline.
Who's the person saying it wasn't good? C4 or something?
That was Emmett.
Oh yeah, Imin. Yeah. Common Imin L. Common
Oh, you
Imin
watch
L.
Redline as well?
No, but I just listen. Who do I trust more on this? I trust. I trust you
Good. You should.
pretty comfortably. Yeah.
And a mushroom island, but there's no cows.
Because it's small biomes, probably.
This is rigged.
Rigged.
Yeah.
So is it called like? Does it have like a different English name? I tried to look it up on Wikipedia.
No,
and-
it's called Redline.
Is it just one word?
It might be.
Yeah, it is. I think 2009 Japanese film. I mean, assume. Is this not it?
No, that's not it. What is that?
You gotta find it in Wikipedia here. I mean, red line, 2 words. Says 2012 film, noteworthy for its inception as a class
It's
project.
literally. What did you look up? The first thing I got was Redline the movie, like the actual movie. I'm right.
Oh no, that's what I was saying. 2009 film. That's what I just said.
Well, what was the
No, when I originally had it as 2 words, and I found a film that says known for using student interns from John Paul the Great Catholic University for the majority of the production crew.
As one does.
Yep. People say it's not bad, but here we go. It says considered a cult film.
Sounds right.
Oh, that's perfect. That's a perfect draw. It's a really good. It took 7 years to make because it's mostly hand drawn. There's a few CGI bits, but like very minimal, and it bankrupted the studio.
So I have said list of films with longest production time. Number 1, The Other Side of the Wind, 48-year production. Principal photography began 1970, concluded 1976. After 4 decades of difficulties, the film was finished in 2018.
Yeah.
That's normal.
2018.
Yeah, they finished filming it in 1976 and it didn't come out until 2018.
Oh, the other one?
Yeah, not Redline. I'm just looking at like this is the film that has like the longest production time of all time, and people say it's pretty good.
Which movie?
This movie called The Other Side of the Wind,
Oh, I thought it was Dune.
co-produced by Orson Welles. Orson Welles died in 1985, and this movie came out in 2018.
Oops. Is he getting your royalties?
Honestly, I'm surprised it wasn't Dune. Dune's been also out.
I mean, I think people were trying to make a Dune movie, but it wasn't like in production. Where's Boyhood was only 12 years. Okay. Avatar 3 is. Yeah. Apparently, Avatar 3 is projected to have spent 15 years in production.
Sounds right.
So that's up there. This movie, The Overcoat, unfinished animated feature film, been the main project of a Russian animator since 1981. It's unfinished.
Oof.
The guy's 82 years old. He's considered to be the best animator of his era. Best animator of his era? This man spent 40 years on this movie.
Maybe why he's the best.
Yes. What was his era? The 1600s?
Zing, got him.
Oh boy. The King and the Mockingbird. Yeah. Mad God. Began in 1980, was released in 2021, and had received critical acclaim. It's one of the great stop motion movies of all time. Okay.
How long did Dune take to produce?
Dune?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it took that long. It maybe took a long time for them to like start making it. But once they made it,
To want to make another one.
yeah. And it probably took them a long time to like get their shit together to make it. But this is counting like since like people actually started doing it.
The real Kiefery. I found like all the woods already.
Mm-hmm. Avatar 5 is currently dated for 2031. Excellent.
Wait.
Listen, people have some crazy Avatar theories.
I still have not seen the new one.
It
You
was
know
good.
that.
Good
I don't
movie.
want to. It's so long. I never have.
Good film.
Well, after Spy Kids and after Mrs. Doubtfire and after all the stop motion films ever made,
Oh,
we can watch Avatar.
I mean, Avatar 2 probably has the best CGI ever.
he waited like years to make it. It better be
I
good.
mean, it pays off. I mean, it really. I mean, you forget. Like it looks completely. I mean, it's great.
He made movies in between, though, right? Like, he wasn't
No.
just like working on this.
Nope.
Really?
James Cameron has released 2 movies in my entire life, Jay Luce, and they're Avatar and Avatar 2.
I just left them from the.
Which is your favorite?
I rewatched the original one before. They like re-released it like a couple months before Avatar 2 came out, and I do think that one's probably a little better just because it's fresher, but they're pretty close. I mean, the second one does have space whales, so you know. I mean, what I do think is that James Cameron basically just has unlimited money to just do whatever the fuck he wants in Avatar, and take as much time as he wants.
Okay, I mean, why wouldn't you, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So since 1995, James Cameron has released 3 films: Titanic, Avatar, Avatar: The Way of Water. They've all made $2 billion.
Expected.
Yep. James Cameron also just loves the ocean. That guy fucking loves the ocean, man.
He loves the ocean, man.
He does.
Ocean Man.
He might be the ocean man.
Until he does a SpongeBob movie.
I mean, the first ever movie that he directed was Piranha 2: The Spawning.
As you do. As you do.
Respect the grind.
I mean, he didn't admit for a while that was his first movie, saying it was Terminator. He eventually acknowledged that Piranha 2 is the best flying piranha film ever made. Probably right.
Piranha was great. I loved the Piranha movies.
Yeah, you could not have possibly seen Piranha 2: The Spawning.
I
1982.
watched all of them except Piranha 3D.
I do not believe.
Oh, well, it wasn't called Piranha 3D. It was called Piranha DDD because it was supposed to be DD cups.
Okay, so original series Piranha, Piranha 2 The Spawning, 1995 remake Piranha,
I was
Piranha
watching,
3D,
like, never mind. I'm not
then
gonna say.
Piranha 3DD.
Yeah,
You're
see?
right. That might be the worst title in human history.
Felvo was right. You think he's bullshitting, but he's right.
Cannot
Well,
believe a
like,
human being has seen Piranha 2 The Spawning.
Well, the whole thing premise was like, in the first movie was like,
Piranhas. That was the premise. Anyway, after that, James Cameron's movies were The Terminator, Aliens, The Abyss, because he fucking loves the ocean, Terminator 2, this movie called True Lies, apparently starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis. And then Titanic, Avatar, Avatar 2, Avatar 3, Avatar 4. Excellent. He's been married to 5 people.
Oof.
Hasn't.
Sharon Williams, who doesn't have a Wikipedia page. Gail Ann Hurd, who's a film and television producer. Apparently produced The Walking Dead, all right? And she's also married to Brian De Palma. Then married to Catherine Bigelow, who later won Best Director. Then Linda Hamilton, aka Sarah Connor. That's current wife, is Susie Amos, who was also in Titanic. Sorry.
Celebrity marriages, they never last.
Yes. I mean, I think Catherine Bigelow is one of only two women to have won Best Director. What's her
The
face?
ones, what's her face?
Chloe Zhao.
I didn't strip smoke.
Who then did Eternals, which was the movie.
Was a movie.
Out of all the Marvel movies, it's one of them. Certainly doesn't look like any other Marvel movies.
hello?
Hello.
Hello?
My internet just cut out for a second.
It did.
I have no idea why though. Like, I literally I didn't even go change the router or anything. My stream's probably dead. Damn it.
That just happens sometimes, man. Man.
Yeah, but I just called AT&T yesterday because the
And to
internet
be
went
like,
out.
stop calling us.
Shadow stream. The internet died.
Oh, listen to him. He turned it off. He hates you.
Listen,
Are you
I hate
talking
when
to
the-
are you talking
I
to
hate
streamer
when-
again?
I hate when that happens because I don't want to have 2 VODs. I just want the one. But now they're more than a minute past. Yeah. And I was going to win that duel as well. I'm going to blame my opponent. I'm going to say my opponent disconnected me from my internet. He knew he was losing.
Yep, they DDoSed you.
That's definitely what happened.
I was 100% winning.
Winning.
Your shovel.
Great. This hand does everything and also nothing at the exact same time. Oh, please summon anything. Perfect. Thank you.
Well,
toddler. It's always a toddler.
I love Jay Luce always has the exact same reaction to seeing a baby zombie. His voice gets so high. He goes, "Oh, there's a toddler!" Every time. It's so funny.
Oh
Love
shit!
it.
I have an apple pie from McDonald's.
Mexico, McDonald's.
Hey, listen, I was confused. What? What is this man doing?
Very confused by you.
I'll reveal. Delicious. Oh, I might be dead.
So what else happened? It's kind of funny that the two Minecrackers that followed the closest for years, like, both got married at the same time.
Funny, ain't it?
Yeah. Both very much in their own ways.
One did it like very professional. The other one did it as a Las Vegas wedding.
I mean, both like didn't have ceremonies. This is both of their, I mean, second marriage.
I mean,
and it's
Kurt-
over that.
Kurt probably also, yeah, they wouldn't care.
Yeah,
Also,
I think
Now
yeah.
that this is a safe space, I can say what Kurt looks like, right?
Does Kurt look like?
Let me look at him one more time. I gotta get my thoughts together.
Get him one more time.
Look closely, you know.
Oh no! Does it look like a Russian henchman in a?
No, he looks like the.
He looks exactly like one of the TV lawyers in Milwaukee, which is funny.
He looks like a math professor,
Yeah.
and his wife looks like she's just mourning for her husband.
I
Hear that,
mean,
Kurt?
no, that's right.
Her wife is mourning her husband, and her math professor sees her from across the cemetery. Oh, okay.
I mean, I know that she is. She
She's
should
very
be.
kind.
She should be the wife now, but odds are very high she just will continue to be called the girlfriend.
That
Yeah.
sounds very Kurt.
That sounds like what she wants.
What is this man playing? Nothing, because he quit. That's how we do it.
Yeah. So Good, get married to Jess in the middle of a
Yes.
subathon right after 2 ER visits.
Again?
One ER.
I mean, it was 2. He had to go back.
I mean, like he didn't stop a second time.
No, he didn't stop it a second time. He had to go back to the ER. Because they told him, "Oh, we found out what you actually are. You actually are colitis, man. Come back."
Very diseased. Come back, please.
Yeah.
Oh. ER trip. I cut into
Yeah.
the subathon profits.
Yes. And then Kurt and the wife or the girlfriend were basically just saying, I mean, they had a goal in their subathon if they hit like 10K subs to get married in Vegas by Elvis. Apparently, just like literally a week before they went on the trip, they just said, fuck it, let's just go to Idaho and get married.
My turn keeps acting up, and I don't know
People
why.
go to Idaho.
Well, the reason they said Idaho is apparently it takes a lot less bureaucratic red tape than Washington does.
Idaho?
Yeah, apparently it's just
There's
a
a
lot
hotel
easier to get
marry you?
married. Apparently it's even easier in Colorado because they said in Idaho you still needed to have an officiant. And then but in Colorado, apparently, I mean, I live here, I didn't know that you don't need to have an officiant. You can just you can just get married, the two of you yourselves.
That's
You can
great.
just show up and say we're married.
The funniest thing about your internet dying for Discord is that Discord doesn't realize your internet dies until like 5 minutes later. He says like, your internet fixed, so and they go, ah shit, I was supposed to crash. Sorry about that. Let me handle that.
Yeah. So I guess they had their dog be the witness.
Oh.
I'm not giving him 2. Yeah, just do it.
Oh. But yeah, the two of them looked really good. It was very sweet. Kurt is very happy.
Another bachelor off the market.
Well, whatever shall we do?
Whatever shall we do? I don't know. They work really well together because Kurt's like super indecisive and kind of slow to do projects and stuff, and like the girlfriend like will decide things to like just really quick decisions, and when a car crashes into her fence, she'll chase after the people and try and beat the shit out of them.
I thought you were gonna say chase after the car. I was like, well, she British? She's like that.
Yeah, no, like Kurt's very much like, oh, kind of anxious and social anxiety and stuff, and the girlfriend's like, get back here, you son of a bitch.
She does the whole Alex Jones thing of like, hey, you! Get back here, coward.
Unlike that's not the first time that Fells brought up Alex Jones today.
Apparently, I guess she got like some college degree in forestry or something, and some part of it was like involving working with. Yeah, she is in the woods. Part of it involved like working with like high school kids, and they all thought she was just like the coolest person on the face of the planet.
No, I'm the coolest.
I respect the drip.
So. It's good. Yay. Yay, Mr. Kurt. And Good, I guess. But, Good's good. Her and Kurt are also both from the Midwest, so it tracks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's from Detroit, which I don't think is surprising.
This would depend. This won't matter about what I do.
Oh, stupid dolphin.
Okay.
Although neither of these developments are still as hard to process as Cone Dodger having a baby.
What?
It is very
You not know
strange.
about this? He's had this baby for like a while now.
I didn't.
Do you remember Paintbrush Puke?
No.
Anyway,
That's
she was someone that would be occasionally.
Oh,
like,
her, yeah. What was her name? Puke?
Paintbrush
I thought it
Puke,
was
yeah, she's in the
Paintbrush
PUBG streams and
Alpaca.
stuff. Anyway, her and Cone, I don't remember hearing that they got officially married, but they basically got married and have a kid now. So, there you go.
As you do.
Yup. If somebody mentioned, they're like, now baby for Kurt and girlfriend, they're both like, absolutely not.
I respect it.
But I don't know. I think there's maybe like a 20% chance. There's an outside chance that.
You Gardex, do you want children?
Yeah.
Somewhere down the road.
Kurt Jr. is a fine name.
Kurt Jr. Absolutely. I mean, someone's got to walk to the corner, Fartlands. Who's gonna...
Forward.
Who's gonna walk him back?
Exactly. So yeah, someone's got to go back. Here's actually, do you guys want to know if I was Kurt, what I would do once I reach the Fartlands?
What?
Would you do?
I have the full plan. Here's what I do. I'd sit Wolfie down at the Farlands. Then I'd use a mod and I'd just teleport to like a lot of like key locations, like all the F3 monuments, just in descending order. And then early on at the Hidey Hole Paradox, there is a second Wolfie that's been sitting there since 2011. And I'd pick up that second Wolfie and then I'd walk the last little bit back. That's what I do.
tell Kurt to do this. Maybe he will.
I don't know. I think Kurt will probably just be like, "Well, bye guys."
He'll never make content again.
Nope. He'll be like, "It's been real."
Tournaments are so not fun to play.
Well, listen, I have full faith that he will do it. I've always believed that he'll do it. He's too stubborn. It's gonna happen. And we're probably still 10 years out though.
Oh, so Kurt walking to the far lands is good and stubborn, but Kaylu's doing stack quest for everything is crazy.
Well, listen, the amount of netherite that you have to get is a harder lift than walking to the far lands.
I want to think about
Like, stack
Well, I haven't
Q3
played
minus,
stack in
like,
months.
30 odd items is doable. But those 30 are like,
Really?
get out.
It's like the parallel. Like, can you get it easily? 24-hour quest for everything. If the answer is no, it's going to be a struggle in stack.
Yeah. And especially now that he's doing like the long live streams.
That's definitely quicker than the 20-minute episodes. Was he doing 2 days at a time originally?
No, he usually did 3 days. Back in the heyday, like 2014, where he'd have three-day episodes of Flob out a week. And he'd have segments like Minecraft. Good times. I mean, it's definitely not going to be doing much in February once the Tomb Raider remasters are out. We'll be back to being a Tomb Raider channel.
Come on, really? Fine, I guess.
When we send Cheese these scores to add to the document, she's going to be very confused at what happened here today.
I mean, should they be added to the document?
They should. This is official.
No.
And me and Sakan are 100% trying.
Okay.
I got
100?
to 0 minus 10,000, and then that was good enough for me.
I respect it.
That's not the far lands.
Damn.
It's pretty close. It's the quest for everything Farlands.
Anyway, I still have 26 days left in my Big Brother Reddit ban.
Oh boy.
I cannot believe that happened.
Banned.
26 days to go!
What did you do that got you banned?
So there were casting rumors that
So
some people
funny.
from Big Brother would be on another reality show called The Traitors. They were saying don't talk about it in the live threads. But then once they officially announced the cast list, I asked in the live thread discussions, hey, are we allowed to talk about The Traitors now? I got an immediate 28-day ban.
Wow.
Yep.
Got
And
it.
I told them, I'm like, 28 days is ridiculous. And they told me, you got off easy.
Wow.
Wow.
So those people
Yep.
scumbags.
Yep. So
It's okay if they do it, but
currently,
not the rest.
26 days to go.
I'm a moderator on a bigger subreddit. Do you want me to bully them into letting you free?
They'd probably permaban both of us if you did that.
I mean, I don't care. Obviously, we expect you to.
Well, what subreddit are you in charge of? I need to go be a dick over there.
College basketball. He's like yawn.
Yeah, along with half
I
the
got
college
the sports
basketball
balls.
subs that need to don't. Didn't you say that like half the mods there need to get removed?
We recently did a restructuring-ish. The people
What, a
who
change?
kind of like the old guard who weren't around much anymore kind of stepped down. And leadership gets mine now. I barely do anything on the Reddit.
I mean, are there that many like difficult modding decisions?
Really.
I mean, it seems pretty like it kind of runs itself. Like just no like image
there are things
macros
that
or
have to be
memes.
done that make you look like a dick, like when there's that whole protest thing, and we shut down the subreddit for a week, and then when we came back, and of course, everyone said all the mods should be replaced. And it's like,
Right. Now, did you in fact shut down? Now, you weren't the NBA subreddit shutting down during the NBA Finals
like,
and missing the Denver
it
Nuggets
was
winning
back
their
in
first
like
ever championship.
June, right?
Yeah.
Like nothing happened. Nothing is going on in the sport. Absolutely
Yes.
nothing.
Would you have shut down during the Final Four?
I don't know. I'm glad we don't have to find out.
Hey, remember the NBA? Remember the NBA Reddit came back and the mods had their own post game thread with just them. It was a good look. They've made up for it by having Jokic's face on the sidebar this whole summer. Every time we go there, I see my beautiful boy. My large Serbian lad.
My large Serbian man.
Yep. Now that's the guy, Jokic. Dude, once Jokic retires, you are never hearing from that man, except for his Hall of Fame induction. That's it. It's the only time you're going to see that man again. He will fall off the face of the planet.
Who?
Nikola Jokic, he's the best basketball player in the world, but he
Case.
he doesn't talk too much. He just really fell his main passion, horse chariot racing in Serbia. He likes that more than basketball.
Yeah,
He's the best basketball player in the world. Yeah. He told his dad, like, I really want to be a horseman. He said, well, after you're done with basketball. He was like, fine, I guess I'll be the best basketball player on the planet and then do the horse thing.
You do.
Ah, come on. They never let me have my fun.
Fell Umbra, that's probably not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's just a little funny joke. Little bit of a wee laugh. Who's it? Why am I echoing on somebody? Fusion summon? I don't know fusion tech.
Ugh.
I only have 2 exits. Twice more.
I did see a guy in the college basketball server today saying Valpo sucks.
Understandable.
He's an Indiana fan. It was in the thread about like which mid-major schools in your state pull off upsets, and the guy was like, "Well, it used to be Valpo, but
We're down bad, but the future's right. Maybe, probably not.
you made a great coaching hire."
We hired exactly who I wanted them to hire 7 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, that move worked out for Marquette. They hired exactly who everybody thought they hired 7 years ago.
This is a great hand. This is a really good hand. But how good is it really? Let's find out. Oh, it's that good. Fuck, I hate. I hate.
Hey,
Hate.
hey, you press button. I want button press. Good.
Let's do this. Send that. Give me star. Shape pretty straight. I can put shape pretty straight. To you. Give me the fat boy.
I went to the new Valpo coaches Wikipedia page, and I love personal life. Pal's a Christian citation. He's married to Tara Powell. They have 4 children. Citation.
Yeah, did you ever see like the TikTok of the guy, like the family who lives in a camp van? It's like 8 kids, and like all of them have like their specific area, and then like offhandedly they go, and here's where Johnny sleeps on the floor, and they get like a full-sized fucking queen bed for themselves.
That's funny. Oh, and Roger Powell is on the Illinois team that lost in the championship game.
It's very funny that like that team is what got me into college basketball originally, and then he like ends up at the college I choose.
I mean, I assume you're still kind of like an Illinois. Are you still kind of like an Illinois fan, like I'm a Colorado fan?
I mean, I wouldn't. I don't like get upset when they lose, if that makes sense. I mean, I'll watch.
That's
some
so
games.
good. That's such a great draw.
There was a game. It was during my sophomore year at Valpo where Valpo and Illinois played, and I was definitely cheering for Valpo, but obviously Valpo did not win.
You
But
stupid Reddit video player. Worst shit on the planet. I pause it, I mute.
It's so bad.
It's paused, I scroll down, it starts playing.
you're down bad.
How do you ever respond to this? You don't, dummy.
Listen, they did announce that the Survivor intro is coming back, so that's fun.
What's the survivor?
Thank goodness for that.
It's like Survivor used to have like this incredibly like iconic intro and stopped doing it for no reason. There's just no intro anymore. I mean, it's just like in the later day UHCs where the Minecrackers got lazy.
I need to mute this. You message it until I turn it back.
Like literally half of what made UHC so popular was the intro. The intro was so good.
Here watching you.
No, not that. That's a great intro too. But the clenched teeth and then the art of the players.
Oh, you are a fool. Yeah, my opponent.
I'm also a fool.
We're plumping off.
I like that sentence. Oh, how do I make purple? We need the big flowers.
Hold on.
Not.
This is
Okay.
important.
I need to activate first. Second.
Did you say Gertie?
What else can we talk about?
Okay, we still do not have video. We don't have video footage of the Texas State band member throwing a trident.
I
We
did
can
see this.
confirm it's real. We have footage of him being escorted out. It was actually the University of Nevada's turnover trident, J-Loose. He took their turnover trident and he threw it back at them, and then Texas State scored 21 unanswered.
I hope I get
As
the
you
wrong
do.
thing. Fuck.
Great stuff. Oh, it ended up being 35 unanswered after the trident.
The trident. And there's the rain.
Yeah.
Oh, what I was going to say earlier.
Sucks because they.
The guy who made that post about Valpo on Reddit. I'm much happier that Valpo sucks now that I'm not there than when I was actually there.
Because you got to see some goodness. Is that the?
Like all 4 years I was there. I mean, in my junior year they were kind of rebuilding, so they weren't as good. But like, they won the conference the other 3 years. So it was a big dance. Haven't been there since.
Since you left.
Curse of J-Lose.
Tough. Do you imagine?
NCAA tournament loss.
Do you imagine soccer's meltdowns? Don't worry, it's super realistic that South Dakota State is going to become the preeminent college athletic powerhouse.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Soccer will definitely not be down bad if that doesn't happen.
He is Mr. Down Bad. This is his
Come
story.
to your town.
What place called that? That causes fizzle, but that's not even worth it.
There was the Doctor Who trailer.
Some movie trailer I saw recently. Looked interesting. I just don't remember what it is.
Is this the creator?
Oh, I did see TV trailer of that again today though.
Because listen, the creator looks just like the most generic sci-fi movie. It's like, oh, it's humans versus robots, and the person that will save us all is a hybrid of a human and a robot. Wow. Groundbreaking.
Overwhelmed by how unique this movie is.
Yeah, so unique. That totally wasn't like the end of Battlestar Galactica 15 years ago.
Spoilers.
I mean, I've not even seen it, but I know that.
Oh, I don't know.
I've just watched a video of the ending because it's kind of famous. Do you want me to say what it is?
There you go.
Mr. Loose?
Again?
That's what we were waiting for.
The ending of Battlestar Galactica?
Share it. I lost some.
So the whole thing is that, you know, it supposedly takes place in the future, right? So then this girl that's like half robot, half human
Isako?
settles on this new planet, and then it hits you with like 100,000 years in the future and takes you to like present day New York City.
Good.
Yep. And then like these characters who are like immortal angels are looking around and they're like, I think we're finally gonna get it right this time.
Nope.
And then it shows a lot of clips of like the evolution of AI. That's how it ends. Those end with All Along the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix too, so that's pretty sick.
Some comments.
I hate
that
this
the
stupid fucking
Romeo Dobbs on the Packers looks like Jimi Hendrix.
Let's see if this
You
is
confirm
true.
or deny this?
Romeo Dobbs. I mean, it's not. It's no matter what, it's not gonna be as crazy as Troy Aikman and Jay-Z.
I mean, that is uncomfortable.
I mean,
And
not really. I mean, I guess it doesn't like jump off the page. They look pretty similar, but not like
God.
identical.
God. My God. About to be the most epic loose move ever.
There's the Troy Aikman.
Oh, yeah, you're not getting power bond. Crazy if you think you're getting power bond.
Yeah, you're not getting power bond. What does that mean for you?
Power bond is a fusion spell that lets you summon a fusion summon. And when you do, it gains, I think, double, if I'm correct. Hold on. Yeah, it gains double its attack, basically. And it's used a lot for F2K.
Anyway, the main takeaway of the Doctor Who trailer is the check from Disney cleared. Is that it looks amazing. Like it looks like, I mean, it puts like the rest of Doctor. I mean, the budget has arrived. The budget's like 3 times what it used to be. Put it to good use. We have Avengers Tower now. Good stuff.
What's your favorite superhero?
Oh, Spider-Man.
I'm in the nether less than an hour and a half into a Q3. This is a record.
It's not real.
That is rare for Jalus. No, yeah,
I found
the
a
best
portal
superhero
in
is
the wall.
Spider-Man. Like it's clearly Spider-Man. I mean, closely followed by Batman, but it's Spider-Man.
Favorite superhero movie, Gardex?
Oh, I just saw it in theaters again last Friday. The Dark Knight. I mean, it's close with Dark Knight into the Spider-Verse.
If I mentioned that I've never seen The Dark Knight in its entirety, I've just seen like large sections of it out of order.
You should rectify that and go watch The Dark Knight. I mean, forget superhero movie. It's one of the best. It's just, I know, like, every time I talk about Christopher, I sound like a, film bro idiot, but I'm sorry. Like, his movies actually do kick ass. Like, watch Dark Knight.
You kind of sound like a film bro.
I mean,
I
watch The
the
Dark
films
Knight. You
I've
don't
been
even need
watching
to watch
lately
the
are
other
The
two.
Brave Little Toaster and Spy Kids, so the standards are pretty low.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, you don't even need to watch like Batman Begins is good, but you don't need The Dark Knight stands alone. Like you don't need to have seen Batman Begins. It's great. And they recast Rachel in between the movies. Good decision.
Rachel.
Maggie Gyllenhaal crushes it.
Where is she? Where's Rachel?
Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was like a completely original character. I'm not even sure if she's been in any other Batman anything except those two movies.
Hit her up on the spot.
Let me look her up. Yeah. There's nothing here that
I've
mentions
never
her
been
in
into
comics or
superhero
anything.
movies.
What?
I mean, obviously, like what you're saying, The Dark Knight is probably very different.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, the Dark Knight, even if you don't like superhero movies, I mean, the Dark Knight is, I mean, yeah, it's not a superhero movie in the typical, superhero-y way. Like the most recent Batman movie with Robert Pattinson is a lot more like comic booky and very different tone. I liked it. Like it's no Dark Knight.
Is that still the most recent one they made? Because like they've made 6 since then.
The Dark Knight?
Of the Batman movies.
What do I have?
I mean, let's see. They made since the Dark Knight, they made Dark Knight Rises, and then I guess gotta count Batman v Superman, Batman v Superman, and then the Batman with Pattinson. So there's really only been 3 standalone Batman movies. No, he popped up in the Justice League and the Flash too.
Okay,
Those
yeah,
weren't like Batman
that's
movies.
what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we had the Batman with Robert Pattinson, and then the Flash had Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton in it. So, and George Clooney actually, and George Clooney.
He's everywhere.
The ending of the Flash, which actually made me laugh, was the Flash. I have seen the Flash, and honestly, it's fine. Was he's like, okay, I fixed the timeline. I didn't save my mom from getting killed. Timeline's back on track. And then Batman's pulling up, and he's like, oh, good. Back to normal. And then fucking George Clooney walks out. He's like, hey, I'm Bruce Wayne. Hilarious. So good.
You know what would be funny?
Yeah.
I think it would have been funny if like it was like Psych is just Martian Manhunter pranking a prank.
No, so James Gunn got rid of Ezra Miller by banishing him to the Clooneyverse.
Good.
Yes.
Fuck, I guess, yeah.
Pretty funny. No, but you should definitely see The Dark Knight. Have you seen Inception?
Inception, yeah.
Okay.
Wow, I need
yeah.
to rewatch it at some point.
Inception, I've actually only watched Inception one time, so I do need to watch it.
I watched it a couple times, but it was so long ago. Back when I was in college or whatever.
Inception, Interstellar, and then Oppenheimer.
I've seen the first 5 minutes of Interstellar.
Old Oppie.
Good old Oppie.
Exactly. Man. It's your fact. Don't do anything else. No. And we just go to
The bad
Vegas
weather, it's
Tuesday.
all the red forest.
Are you that useful? You're not.
Yeah, so I remember,
I don't think there's anything.
you know that like Sky is obsessed with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
At one point I'm like,
Love. All his-
yeah, listen, if you're so obsessed with him, you know he has a sister.
Oh no.
No, he wants Jake.
I think he
Yeah,
does.
come on, Gert.
I think he does. This is my
Professional.
theory. I'm sticking to this.
You did it.
I'm not sure Sky himself has realized this yet.
Oh,
I
that's gone.
respect it.
All right, one more duel, and then I can get the thing I want.
Yeah, but I'm not sure I've seen Maggie Gyllenhaal in literally anything other than Dark Knight.
My favorite superhero is Superman.
That seems like a fell opinion. I thought you liked Spider-Man because he was poor.
Listen, that's beside the point. I think it's funny if he's poor. I don't like him.
Okay, now that's a foul take. That's a foul take.
That's a very foul take.
Listen,
That's
he
a
can be
foul
poor. That's fine. But what they fucking do to him in the comments is goddamn torture.
Yeah, dude. Like
What the fuck? Why do they hate Spider-Man?
I don't know. Every other piece of Spider-Man media is like great right now. Movies, the video game,
And then the comics, where
the
he gets
comics are
cucked.
garbage.
He gets literally cucked.
It's so bad. Listen, Ultimate Spider-Man is coming back in January. That's all I care.
Which one's Ultimate Spider-Man?
Well, do you remember like that's the real famous? It started in like 2000, and it had a lot of him as a teenager, and it was really famous. And it's not the same thing. They're doing a new take on Ultimate Spider-Man with a very good writer.
Was it based off the cartoon?
The cartoon was definitely after the comic.
Yeah, but was the comic based? Was the cartoon based on the comic?
I
I
don't
would assume,
know
right?
if it was or they just used the name because that's a known Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man cartoon that was the best was Spectacular Spider-Man. Right?
That is what
just because of the
everybody says.
fucking theme song. Spectacular Spider-Man. Oh my god!
If I show you the art,
It looks
art is
familiar.
pretty
Yeah.
iconic.
I mean, the funniest thing about Spider-Man, right, is like his whole like spider sense thing. Like, spiders don't have that. Why does he have it? It's because it's connected to the web of life. He's not reacting it to it. He's looking into the future to react to it. Spider-Man's a weird guy. Also,
Yeah,
I've
we
said it
don't talk
before,
about
Tom
that.
Holland, bad Spider-Man. He's good Peter. He's not a good Spider-Man.
Who?
Tom Holland.
Yeah, I've never been sold on Tom Holland Spider-Man, unlike most
Toby
people.
did it so well. But Andrew was the best. I will say Andrew was the best. Toby was
Andrew
great.
was very good at Spider-Man, but he was very unconvincing as a
He's
high
too
schooler.
awkward. No, but he had the jokey thing of Spider-Man, right? Like the whole like,
was too
oh, you
awkward.
got a knife? Oh
Oh my
no.
God.
That's exactly what Spider-Man was.
Dude, when we were we rewatched my friend and I all the Spider-Man movies for No Way Home, and some of his like awkwardness, Andrew Garfield, so painful.
Yeah.
Like he shows up with the formula that Dr. Connor's like, how did you get this? He like can barely even speak. I'm like Spider-Man's supposed to be quippy.
Yeah.
Where's the
I
quips?
want quips. I will say the Andrew
Andrew Jackson.
whatever. The Andrew Flash is the best Flash out of all of them. Like and the way like he says like the confrontation after Uncle Ben dies is so good.
Uncle Ben dies.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it, right?
Yeah.
Wow, spoilers.
Well, like he pushes him to the like he goes like, "Hey Peter, not now, Flash," and like he's still like saying like, "I'm sorry," and all that, and Peter like just grabs him, pushes him in the locker, and Flash says, "It feels good, doesn't it? It's okay. I'm sorry." Like it gives you like a sense into the Flash being an abuse victim as well, and that's why he lashes out because he has a horrible home life. And it's so good because there's also a lot of comics as well where Flash becomes Peter's best friend, and it's just so good. But no, Superman is my favorite because of the. It's hard to get him right, but when you do, it's so good.
We're all hoping James Gunn.
One of my favorite quotes is like what Batman says about Superman, like it is a curious dichotomy. Sometimes Clark looks the most human out of us all, and then he shoots lasers from his eyes, and it's hard to think of him as anything but a god. And it's how fortunate are we that he does not think that himself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. People said a lot of things like, I'm shocked nobody's found a good story around like, in modern day, like Superman being like a refuge. Like, it seems like there's a lot of stuff to work with here.
That's also a great point. Like Martian Manhunter at Superman stat calls him the immigrant from the stars, because that's what he is. He's an immigrant.
Sure.
And it's also beautiful because it like Martian Manhunter puts his own thoughts into it because he's also an immigrant from the stars.
Yes.
But no, they do really like the Superman All Star. It's a great comic about Superman.
It's like one of the main ones James Gunn has been reading. He's been writing the script.
It's so good. It's about Superman fighting somebody, and in order to defeat him, he has to push him into the sun. But because of this, he absorbs too much solar energy, and he kind of becomes more powerful, but his body can't contain it. So the three volumes are him saying goodbye. And it ends with Luthor stealing his formula for his genetics and making Superman formula.
Yeah.
And copying one that he gave to Lois so that she could be Superman for a day and experience what he experienced and go to the moon and have a picnic. And Luthor takes it, beats him up, and it's all coming together, right? And then Superman hits him with the gravity gun, which accelerates time because you can only have 24 hours of Superman powers. But during that time, Luthor just like stops as he's about to win, and he just looks up into the sky saying like, I see it. I see everything's connected. There's nothing else. We're just here together. And like he realizes what Superman says all the time, how everybody's connected. And his time runs out, and he's like saying to Superman, why did you do this? I had time. I could fix everything. And Superman hits him with the best quote of, if you really wanted to fix anything, you could have done this a long time ago. And Luthor responds in the best way possible, saying like, you're right. And it's so good because Lex Luthor would never admit Superman is right. But he knows that at that point, he's lost entirely. And then the sun's dying, so Superman becomes the new sun.
Wow.
It's so good. And then it ends with like Lex Luthor in prison, and as his final thing, because he doesn't want to go out anymore, he's given up entirely, is he gives Lois Lane a giant book, and it says, this is the entire genetic makeup of Superman, so that she can make a clone.
Oh, sweet.
Wonder Woman, Supergirl is also so good. There's a comic called Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, and I'm gonna send you a video because I can't say it justice.
You do it justice.
No. And every time I watch this video, it makes me cry because Supergirl
I mean,
is
that's very sad
tragic.
as well.
No, it's like super tragic because Supergirl didn't experience just the deaths of Krypton. She experienced 3 other catastrophes of Krypton because her city went into the sky, and because it was part of Krypton, as it went towards yellow suns, it became kryptonite. So all the Kryptonians on its slide died from Krypton poisoning. Here, I'm gonna post it in.
I love the
You're not streaming, are you?
No.
Yeah, okay, good. Just watch
I'll watch that soon.
It's so good. Superman
Anyway,
is just.
Yeah, there hasn't been like a.
I'm gonna read the other decks, see what they are.
I mean, there's been a good Superman movie since 1980, so.
What was up with that weird like superhero movie, a superhero show, like where like Bruce Wayne is a teenage rich asshole, and it was like a high school drama kind of one.
I don't know.
It's so weird. I don't know how to play this.
Hey,
I don't know how to play this either. I kind of. Yeah, so this summons up. That looks searches for this. What other? Batman, I don't like. I don't like Batman that much. He's too much of an asshole.
Who's the OG Superman?
I mean, how far back do you really want to go?
I mean,
Yeah.
like, I don't care.
First
What do you
Superman.
consider the OG?
There's some guy in the 50s.
Yeah, it was Superman who had some funny things to do. Like he couldn't fly. He could only jump very high. The only reason he was able to fly now is because animators didn't want to draw the jumping animations, so they just made him fly.
That's fair.
I mean, George Reeves in the television series Adventures of Superman in the 50s.
His original powers were literally just enhanced speed and strength. A very funny thing that Superman could do was that he could create a clone of himself that was very tiny, and he would send it off to do things if he couldn't do it himself. And at one point, he got jealous of this clone and I think killed him off.
Sorry, apparently the OG is Kirk Allen, who played in the 1948 movie serial Superman and its sequel Adam Man vs. Superman. There you go, Dalus.
You're welcome.
Forgot why I asked, but thank you.
Kirk Allen. And now it'll be David Cornsweat.
I want to use this.
He will be playing Superman.
Using this to finish off the event. What was his excuse for not playing with us? Why does she hate us?
She just said she might not be here.
She really does hate us.
Yep.
Just hates you.
Hates you.
Yeah, when are we gonna watch Spy Kids 3D?
Game
Whole
over.
reason KB's here.
You gotta say full title.
The game over.
Guess after Stardew Valley, we'll have to ambush her.
I mean, they're supposedly making a Supergirl movie as well, fellas.
Good.
The film contrasts the jaded character of Supergirl who's raised on a chunk of the destroyed planet Krypton and watch everyone around her die.
That's exactly what happens. It's just like a sad thing. She watches her mother die. She watches her father send her away. It's very fucking sad.
Okay, the cover of Supergirl's first appearance. She's coming out of the space tube, and Superman says, "Great guns! A girl flying? It must be an illusion."
Weird.
Yeah, everyone knows women can't fly.
Yep. She says, "Look again, Superman. It's me, Supergirl. I have all power." Good stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
good at Q3. What basic items do you think I'm forgetting to do?
Barrels, chest, trap chest.
Trap chest. I don't know how to make that.
Check your achievements.
I want to do that. I got no time to check.
I did it.
3 minutes left.
Painting, item frame.
Painting is a good one, yeah.
I always forget painting. Loom, etching table, cartographer's table. Yeah, you got it. Everything. Armor stand, water bottle. Water bottle, and then use the water bottle to get water, and also make mud. That's 3 items.
Good. Sweet. Bed, Takana.
None of the beds. Let's see. I forgot a bunch of stuff too.
What am I doing? A swamp. Must be a mangrove.
Bloody hell.
Oh, I
Bloody
have.
hell.
The other dirt. I don't remember the dirt. The gravel dirt.
Oh, restored.
Yeah, that one. That's a shit. Let's just finish off the gem missions.
Better drop 2 strings so I can make the loom.
I think my sister just called it the cat baka.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Another level 40.
Oops, I already had that one.
What other weird thing? For some reason, Paramount Plus made a prequel to the Pet Cemetery movie.
Sounds good.
Why? Why would they do that?
God knows. Was literally anybody asking?
Been King have any involvement?
Probably not.
Write the book?
No, I mean, he wrote the book. I don't think he ever wrote a prequel to the book. Pretty cool movie, though. $84 long, and the director doesn't have a Wikipedia.
I really don't know how to hear this.
Oh,
David Duchovny's in this movie.
Okay, has this man done anything in the last, like, 20 years?
I mean, he was the lead on 2 Smash TV shows, so.
What's the second one?
Californication
Never heard of it.
aired for 7 seasons. Won 2 Emmy Awards.
About fornicating.
Yeah. He won Golden Globes for both of those, but we all know Golden Globes kind of bullshit.
Golden Globes are trash.
Ring deck. Here's a funny thing. The only X Files I've watched is 2016 when the X Files came back for.
This is very funny.
A very guard.
And in 2018, they did it again in 2018. I've not seen any of the classic 90s Files. The two like mini seasons they did. It was fun.
Trapdoor, stairs, slab.
Oh, that permanent. Oh. Oh, it was you I was able to sign. Oh.
It was me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Make a cake.
You're making a cake?
Cool. Whose line is it anyway? Joke.
Oh. Yes, the only one that I care about is the Tarzan joke.
I,
Okay.
Man, the X-Files wiki sucks.
You better fix it.
Just formatted in such a shitty way. Too much editorializing.
Holy shit, that's a very funny card. Good. Yes!
Eight times. Yeah.
First we do bird strike. And we do Raigeki. Goodbye, board. Um,
They got a trophy.
Very good.
Being fell by a factor of more than 50.
alright.
Good, beautiful flower forest. Everything's coming up to loose.
I guess I could attack.
Okay. We're 90. Marcos played a Margaretix.
I mean, it's true. They'll lose.
They said, who do they play?
The Dolphins.
go well.
It sure won't. Hey, remember when we had this this coach, supposed to be a defensive coach, he was our head coach. It didn't work out that well. And we fired him, and then he went on to be a mid defensive coordinator, and then we hired him again.
No.
Hey, it's not even the first time you've done that.
No,
Zeus here? What the
but
fuck?
with Wade Phillips, you know, that was like 20 years later.
That's true.
Not, you know, 3 years later, or however long it was.
3 years, 20 years, same thing.
Yeah. Where, you know, Wade Phillips had done plenty of good work in the interim.
Up as head coach at Dallas.
I mean, you won a playoff game. That's pretty unusual for Dallas.
You want to playoff game?
Went to his Wikipedia page, yep. 2009, and then he started 1-7 the next year and was fired.
That was the Packers won the Super Bowl in 2010, and obviously that was great. Everything. I also had the most satisfying month I will ever have as a fan. Beat Brett Favre for the first time. You know, they beat the Vikings. And they shut out the Jets, and that was when Rex Ryan was, you know, all talk, very annoying. They beat Dallas, like they killed them, and then they fired Wade Phillips the next morning. Then they killed the Vikings, and they fired Brad Childress the next morning. It was a very satisfying couple of games.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, not sure firing Brad Childress was that justified, but seems like people didn't like him. I mean, sure, the 2010 Vikings were bad, but Brett Favre was 80.
It's true.
So I'm not really sure that's
Favre was a grandparent at the time.
yeah, that's really on the coach, especially that they're an NFC Championship game the previous year. But you know,
Lay down only facts, Mr. Curtis.
yeah.
After Sean Payton gets fired, who's the next answer for the Broncos?
I mean, defensive coordinator get fired before Sean Payton.
They also
I
always
mean,
want the coordinators fired.
yeah,
And
but I mean, it's so
I can't talk. I
stupid.
would like the Packers defensive coordinator fired tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's just like literally hire any other defensive coordinator than the guy that was the head coach when some of the players on the team were still there and was bad. Like, I'm all for him, you know, getting better and righting the ship, but just not here. So, I mean, who? God knows that the Broncos are going nowhere fast. So,
And they that's a bit unfortunate how your team has taken a step back in the last, well, since Peyton retired.
I mean, there was a guy today. He got downvoted pretty hard. He posted on the Broncos subreddit, JLease. He said, "I would trade our Super Bowl 50 win for having made the playoffs every year since then." And that guy is an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here? You're trying to win the Super Bowl.
Unaffected, dummy.
I mean, basically, Jay Lucy's saying he'd want. Imagine all the Aaron Rodgers years didn't win in 2010. He's like, I'd want that.
Yeah, I was thinking, would you
I
rather
want what he's having.
either be the Packers, who oh, they do have 2 in the last 30 years, but it certainly should be more than 2. But I'm not talking about that.
Soon.
Basically, where they're contending, more than half the seasons they're like.
No, he basically said, would you rather be the Cowboys? The Cowboys are in the playoffs pretty much every year. Just don't do anything.
It's not good. It's a fun deck.
Would you rather be the Chicago Bears, who are still partying after 1985 and haven't realistically been close since then, other than losing to Peyton in the Super Bowl?
I mean, they were pretty overmatched in that Super Bowl. Just Tony Dungy just spotted them 7 to start the game.
Was that the start of the game, or was that the start of the second half?
Very start of the game. Although Peyton is on record saying we should have put up 60. So, the NFC that year was real bad. And not even like now, where there's at least like 3 really good teams are bad.
And the Bears won it. It can't be that good.
I mean, first year of Sean Payton and Drew Brees, they went to the NFC Championship game.
Handsome playlist. Oh.
Remember that Bears Saints NFC title game? I was watching that with some Bears fans. Very sadly.
I'm just saying, such a turnaround like that maybe speaks to the NFC being bad. Full credit for the Bears for making it happen and going to the Super Bowl. And
I want to buy anything. I want to buy all these, but I don't want to spend the money.
let's see.
I might buy the Solar one.
Yes, they're outscored 29-10 after the first 14 seconds of the game. So.
This would be nice for my
They-
success.
Maybe a little bit of 2007, which I guess is the next season.
All right.
Packers. That was when Favre was dumb and bad against the Giants in the really cold game where Tom Coughlin's nose froze off.
Mm-hmm.
And, the week before that, we were playing Seattle, and it snowed, and I think Amon Green... No, I think he was gone by then. Whoever our running back was, he fumbled twice in the first 3 minutes, and it was 14-0 immediately. And they ended up winning like 42-20 or something like that.
Yeah. Some Formula One's happening.
Sounds very British.
Formula One can be good.
Doesn't what's-his-face just win every week?
That's the problem. That's the problem. Is that there's just one team and racer that win every week. And it's not like other sports where it's like, okay, we can get better through trade, drafts, and things like that. It's like, no. This team has more money and better R&D. Half the teams literally cannot compete because they're poorer. and not like the baseball fake poor sense. They're like actually poor. Like the only good F1 season in the past forever is it was Lewis Hamilton won everything, and then now Max Verstappen wins everything. But there was like one season where it was like Lewis Hamilton was like on the decline. It was like right at the time where like, you know, Verstappen was, it was kind of like the overlap between them. And it was very good, and now Max Verstappen wins by 1 trillion every time. So.
I just realized that I had the USC Arizona State game on my TV this whole time, and I have not looked at it in like 2 hours.
I assume USC is winning.
They're winning 27-21.
Oh, good for Drew Pine.
College game day is going to Duke.
They playing
First
next
time.
week.
Yeah, first time ever.
Who are they playing next week?
Notre Dame.
Interesting.
Not used to Duke football being a big game. But okay. That leaves only 6 Power 5 schools who have not yet hosted.
All right, I was ending my stream. I finished the event.
Good job.
You,
California, it's not hosted. Illinois,
also and never will.
Syracuse. This is a shocker for me. Maryland.
No.
Like, I would have figured at just at some random time in the past 25 years, you know, Maryland had done something.
Probably not.
But no. Rutgers
Gerhauer.
and Virginia.
Virginia.
Now, Illinois has been on game day twice. They've just never hosted. They've been the away team twice.
Been out since a long time, like 07 maybe.
That's still a wild one that I was looking through this data. In 2003, College Game Day went to number 12 Northern Illinois at number 23 Bowling Green.
That's the matchup.
Yep.
You said 03?
Yes, 2003. Northern Illinois was
That
ranked
would have
12th.
been right after Urban Meyer left, so that's why Bowling Green was good.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, so I guess one of the Illinois was playing USC in the Rose Bowl in 2007 season.
yeah. It was a season where everything went crazy.
And then in 2010, they went to Illinois at Northwestern at Wrigley. So. There you go. Anyway, I think the top 3 should be Georgia, Texas, Oregon.
We're the actual top 3 right now. The state was up there, right?
Georgia, Texas, Michigan. But Michigan ain't played nobody, Paul. I mean, they played Rutgers, but I mean, come on. Georgia's the 2-time defending national champions. They stay at number 1 until some. Texas won at Alabama, and Oregon has been opening the Book of Revelation. Everybody they play. So.
Way to put it.
That's my favorite phrase ever. I got that years ago from the college football subreddit, JLoose. I've never forgotten it.
Sure, you forgot who said it.
I mean, it was 2014. It was Indianapolis, Indiana. It was Ohio State, Wisconsin. And Ohio State opened the Book of Revelation in 59 to make it into the first playoff.
Back when they still had Ezekiel Elliott too, wasn't it?
Yep. Over Baylor and TCU, who the Big 12 tried to declare co-champions to try and get both of them into the playoff.
How'd that go for them?
It did not go well. Did not go well. Ohio State deservingly went into the playoff, and then they won the whole thing.
Here this year or is that next year?
What?
Yeah,
It's 12 next year.
Yeah.
Maybe even the year after that. What does that happen?
No idea.
I mean, I think it's next year based on the Fansville ad. The Fansville ad is information. Yes, it's next year. The Fansville ads are actually amazing.
They're not bad.
The transfer portal's out of control. Will we still be rivals? We're going to a new conference. There's the one last year about this family complaining about all these games are on all these different fucking streaming services. Pass. Good stuff. So it seems the college football playoff committee is NC State athletic director, Kentucky athletic director, Wyoming athletic, Colorado athletic director, a lot of Mountain West in there. Nice. Navy athletic director, a former coach who is recused from discussing Marshall because his son is the golf coach there. Good. Michigan athletic director, Will Shields.
Former Chiefs guard.
Yep. He's on the committee. Texas A&M interim athletic director, Kansas State athletic director, Joe Taylor from Virginia Union Black Baptist. Maybe there's an HBCU slot or something. I don't know.
All right, how's it going?
John Urschel and then Kelly Whiteside.
Oh god, they're still talking about sports.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fading here.
All the sports.
I mentioned Formula One.
I mean,
That's basically a sport.
It is.
me and Stakana could play this forever and not tell you guys when it ends.
It's true.
I'm gonna log in just to make sure they don't kick us off.
5 minutes left.
I could get another item in that time.
I think I'm getting any more items. Okay, zombie.
I got the Korean subtitle for Minecraft now. We should have just played Quakecraft.
Could have.
Well, don't get more items. It's really fun if you have 9.
I need to get at least 16. Because that way...
Just picking up items that Stakana threw on the ground.
That's the way to do it. God, when is fucking WMC gonna come out? shit, I don't even remember. When did we even film that?
And film.
Did we film that in May? Yes. May 19th. Holy shit, that's farther ago than I thought.
Congratulations.
So stupid.
It's okay, Luce. Leave me alone.
In my rabbit hole, I've found that Wales is independent of the MCU.
Okay.
When you see the United Nations and Black Panther, there's a Welsh flag.
Yes, you do.
Wow, fake news. They're not allowed independence.
Typical British opinion. English opinion, I should say.
Typical correct opinion.
Like when somebody noticed in Oppenheimer that like a scene some US flags had 50 stars instead of 48, like their word in World War II, and everyone's like, the movie is ruined.
That sounds
Yeah.
terrible.
Should request a
Over.
refund from the theater.
Trash film.
And it's kinda...
Oof.
Fun fact, here are the 5 highest grossing R-rated movies of all time. Joker, Oppenheimer, Deadpool 2, Deadpool, The Matrix Reloaded.
Definitely seen those movies. Yay.
What a crew.
A burst sapling. That's an item I can get. I can die in peace.
Why? What did you get?
Got my last item. We're done. Wait. We're done. GG's. This in game night and confused cheese. I got to see a few Sakana.
Oh.
And will Sakana copy and paste the seed? No. No. Which would allow her to copy paste it into Minecraft later?
Oh.
No, she's gonna take a photo of it.
Shh.
Look at items after the game ended. Sakana's still committed.
Yeah, better turn the server off. She'll have finished it unless you do.
Right. I think we should see how to finish it before the server goes off.
8 hours later.
Wasn't exactly the most thrilling game night, but it could chat at least.
Yeah. Alright, good night.
Good night. It's a riveting episode of on YouTube /Sakana Ren in a long time.